And it looks like we are good to go. So, greetings everyone, I am Dr. J, and there's the music finally kicking in. Either way, so, last time, we decided to finish up, well, attempt to finish up what remained in the basement, and as it turned out, what awaited us there was an Adra dragon. So, we're not beating that with our current arrangements, so we made a bargain with it for now to potentially put the soul of the dragon in another body, effectively ensure that it's no longer our problem, but we may end up just betraying it anyway, because Adra dragon, and that would effectively require us to kill whoever the host ends up being. But either way, as a result of that, I decided, you know, Act 2 is probably about to be over, and I'm pretty sure I'm over-leveled with respect to the White March content, so we're going to see to the White March. So, that is what we will do. We are fully rested. I don't know why my main character's health looks the way it does, but you know what? We are here. And we are about to have a fun time checking out the White March content. So first, we gotta make the rounds around town, as it were. See what there is to see there. With any luck, there'll be some interesting things to follow up on, similarly to how there's all sorts of fun stuff to follow up on throughout the game. Actually, wait, while I'm thinking about it, I should probably follow up on this real quick, because I'm pretty sure there's something I can tell the tavern owner about what the guy outside wants me to do. Honestly, given the circumstances, I don't know, he's been kind to me, so I may as well.
Back to warm your hands, eh? What can I do for you?
I thought you might want to know that Rayfall asked me to steal your liquor.
He did he? That shifty little crook never learns. I'll have it put away somewhere safe. Thank you for doing the decent thing. Here, for your honesty.
Quest failed? Yeah, I can live with failing that. I never thought I would hear that style of music in a video game. Every time it's a medieval setting, they always go to orchestra. They never go to what real sounding medieval music. Alrighty, let's take a look around. So, what do I have with respect to the White March already? So, a bunch of stuff near Durgan's Battery and something about an ice cave. Let's see. So Durgan's Battery up there, Long March Falls, Russet Wood. Plenty of stuff to see to. So I guess we'll go house to house, door to door, see what there is to see.
What do you suppose that valley thing is?
Silver Lusk. Interesting. Now, let's go make the rounds, see what kind of silliness there is.
It must be soon. 2 days, no more.
This dwarf is busy staring into the fire, slowly puffing away on his pipe. As you greet him, he's visibly startled and his pipe clatters to the floor.
Sorry. Didn't hear you come in. My ears aren't what they used to be.
He stoops, wincing, to retrieve his pipe. When he rises again, he has a hand against his side. Are you hurt?
Wasn't the ogres, I can tell you that. Put a few arrows in one of those and they generally have the good sense to back off. But I've been hunting this wolf for near a year now. A man-eater. Cunning, nasty thing. Every time I get close, it just slips away. The beast has already claimed many lives. The first victim was my son, Saldrin.
Thirsk looks down at his pipe for a moment, features hardening.
Got the better of me this last time. Distracted me long enough for one of its kin to turn up. Nearly bit me clean in half. I'm a few weeks out from trying again.
You said this thing is a wolf?
No ordinary wolf. A monster. This creature is big. And I see the signs it leaves behind. The mess it made to the last couple of hunters and the elk. Doesn't always finish its meals. Damn thing might be sick. Might have a bullet in its jaw. Something. In any case, It needs to be put down.
Where is this beast?
It roams the russet wood out to the west. Seems to have decided the lake is a good place to find prey. Yeah. It's picked off some scattered ogres from time to time. But mostly it's been going after hunters, travelers.
Can you tell me about your previous encounters?
Nothing to tell. Near misses, all of them. One time he clambered right up the cliffs to avoid my snares. Another time, he chased a bear into my camp.
Wait, what?
I nearly had him once. I could hear him below, eating, and I had the gun aimed right for him. Until the wind changed.
Yeah, I can see where this is going. That's shit luck.
He charged headlong into the tree to get at me. Nearly knocked me off my perch. And when I righted myself, he was gone.
I'll keep an eye out for it.
It needs doing. But I warn you, this beast is not to be trifled with. It must make its lair somewhere to the west. If you mean to go there, keep your wits about you. Watch yourself on the mountain. In these lean times, everything looks like prey to something.
Who are you?
I'm Thiersch. I've lived here long enough that Kith have started calling me the Old Hunter. And that's about all I can say for myself.
I have some questions.
Coming to your elders for advice, is it? What can I do for you?
Teodor says I should talk to you before I head to Longwatch Falls. A good thing you did. Hot springs north of the road are crawling with Logothoth. I'm surprised Teodor found out himself out there. The thing to know about Logothoth is they're fast. Tolerant to cold too, so try another angle of attack. Something seems to occur to him. He pats his pockets, clenching his pipe between his teeth. These'll come in handy. Use them if you get into trouble. He hands you a few sealed bottles. The old hunter looks you up and down, puffing on its pipe. Potion of mirrored image, interesting. But if I'm being honest, you may not even need them. You handled those ogres well enough, and it looks like you could hold your own against these Logothoth too. He taps his pipe ash into the fire pit. What can you tell me about Stalwart?
Well, I can tell you it won't be here much longer if things go on as they are. With the mines closed, we've lost what put us on the map in the first place. We're losing people every month. Too many mouths to feed and not enough to support them. Even the game's dwindling. I've been lucky. I've hides and horns enough to keep the traders happy, but now the ogres are picking the rest of us off.
What can you tell me about the ogres? Only that they've been coming down in force, again and again, trying to drive us out or kill us outright.
The moment we started looking into Durgan's battery, it was like we'd kicked a hornet's nest.
Why do I get the feeling there's something in there that was sealed?
You made a good showing against that last group, by the way. I think you've given them reason to think twice about coming back.
Why is the hunting so poor?
It's been a colder season than usual, and the elk herds aren't faring well. We're stuck fighting with the ogre clans and the wolves over what's left. Not to mention the occasional beast. We've lost a lot of young hunters.
Has the legacy struck Stalwart as well?
It has. We had some hope in the early days that we'd be spared, isolated as we are. That hope died in a hurry. Not everyone's been so unlucky, of course. You'll see a few pampered sprats around.
Treating them like precious stones won't see them grow up any faster, if at all. The sudden sorrow in his feature belies his soft laughter. You must have some interesting hunting stories. I love swapping tales. Anyone have a pipe?
Long hours checking snares and waiting out elk, mostly. Used to hunt some of the big ones. Bear, stelgare. But up here, it comes down to necessity. Which means keeping Stalwart fed, or else keeping it safe. Thing is, the last hunt didn't go so well, as you can see.
That's all the questions I had. Alright, plenty to see to then. The shaft of each spear is splintered and broken, each of them held together only by tightly bound leather straps. These necklaces have been made from the teeth and claws of various predators. Wolves, bears, and lions? Do they mean mountain lions, or as in African lions? Because if they mean mountain lions, I can see that, but African lions, or at least what we understand as African lions, oh boy. That's gonna be fun. Well, either one would be fun. Mountain lions are no joke. I've been out camping in the mountains before, and if there's one thing you learn, bears will typically not bother you too much. Mountain lions, ooh, you do not want to mess with one of them. The Orland bows to you. Ah, the adventurer who saved the village. So good of you to visit my humble wagon. I am Yadurin. How's business? He gestures at the village around him. Poor, like this place. Not much coin to be made trading in fur and fish. I came to the White Marsh because I assumed there would be no competition, and I have none, because there's nothing to compete over out here. Would you like to trade? If you're not making any money out of here, why do you stay? His eyes lower. I was rather vocal about my inevitable success with my friends and family. If I gave up in return with little more than I left, then... His hands balled into fists. No, it won't be like that. Not giving up yet. Well, let's see what you got. Raiments of Wild's Eye. Let's see. Ooh, that's useful. That's actually not too bad for light armor. Plus 25. That's not bad at all. Hey Jay, you just accepted the quest with killing the werewolf from the father? Wait, it's a werewolf? He just said it was a wolf! You be careful about what you tell me. Oh dear. That's not good. Either way, Raiment of Whale's Eyes. This looks interesting. Let's see, how expensive? Oh, that is well within my price. Yes, please. Let's see if it'll be useful for Aloth. Oh, actually, I'd have to give up some intellect / lore, but... Well, let's compare. What I'd be giving up? Giving up on the intellect and lore would be a tough pill to swallow, but... Is there someone else who would benefit? Durance, what about you? Let's see. Lose some constitution, but at the same time... I feel like protecting you from status effects is more important than protecting you from general hits, especially since you can heal yourself. Alright. That should be fine. What's the Ghani got? Oh yeah. How's this compare for you? Lower damage reduction. Faster speed recovery. I might have to consider that. I'll throw it into the shared stash for now. A random monk outfit? Now what's this? Ooh. +2 enemies needed to flank, +2 perception. Well, let's see, what have we got for neck? +10 defense against spells on the dare, +2 perception. That actually would be an objective upgrade for me then. And given that I'm usually in the middle of things, that's actually really good. Now, who else needs something? Alright, we're good then. Now, what else is in here? Fiona's Buckler. Well, Buckle. Yeah, Buckler, very different thing. +5 accuracy when below 50% endurance, +20 defense against disease and poison attacks. Well, I actually don't have a lot of those right now, so that's actually not a bad idea. You know what? I don't have a lot of belts, so that's actually not a bad idea. So who should I give this to? +5 accuracy when below 50% endurance? I guess that would make the most sense for Sagani, because if it's down to the point where she's having trouble, it's probably for the best. Although, actually, that'll be really good for Pelagina once everything goes well. Let's see. Have Haravias in the party when doing that quest? When do I... Let's see, I don't have a reason to go pick Haravias up for anything, although, given the circumstances, it might make sense to bring him along.
Oh, it's working! Yes! I can't believe it! It's really...
The dwarven woman looks at you, a disappointed expression on her face. In her hands is a large rectangular box covered in strange dials and symbols. Expecting someone else?
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be so rude. I'm Ista. I heard we have you to thank for clearing out the ogres. I'm glad Stalwart survived. It would have been a disappointing trip up here otherwise.
What's that device you're holding?
My ore locating divination tool. Well, that's what it will be. I have to calibrate it. Right now it seems to think you're a copper deposit. My Animancer contacts did suggest that a particular strong soul essence might interfere. I'm more interested in minerals in any case.
What are you looking for?
I'm trying to recreate the instruments that first led the Pargrin dwarves to this mountain. This is my latest prototype. Centuries ago, dwarves carrying tools just like this one followed their readings to what is now the battery. If I can recreate their work, then I may be able to find ore deposits elsewhere. I was hoping to test it, but my arrival was delayed by word of the ogre attack. I haven't been able to find anyone to venture up the mountain since.
I could go up the mountain for you.
Really? That'd be wonderful. I just have to adjust the device, you see.
Her hands move swiftly over the box, adjusting knobs and dials.
It should point you toward metal deposits. We already know the battery rests on some rich veins, but I was hoping to get a reading of the surrounding mountainside. If you can follow the readings to ore and bring back a sample, I can use it to refine the device. Thanks ever so much for this.
Neat. Anything useful? Just fish. Has to be expected. Oh no, a place that's mostly known for fish and something that they can't access. Why am I surprised to see fish? Alrighty then. Andrew. Alright, a bunch of Andrew people. Veins course under this woman's pale skin like icy fissures, yet when she that's some weird... It feels like there should be a period here. Because veins course under this woman's pale skin like icy fissures, yet when she speaks... Maybe? No, I think a comma would be fine. Yet when she speaks, her voice flows warm and soothing. Andra welcomes you into her embrace. Her features soften into a look of practiced compassion. We're here to ease the pain of your past, ready to take your burdens. With a thin smile, she nods. If you let the goddess help with your hardships, of course. Tell me about Andra. Andra is the goddess of redemption, deep like an ocean and gentle as a mother. She's here to relieve her children of their darkest burdens. We came here to aid the villagers, to heal the wounds of the past that fester in their souls. Let's see, I really like the fact that Dwarves and Pillars of Eternity are this race of adventurers and engineers that always travel and create things. Once even read that they have underwater cities, but I probably misread that. Well, it would be an interesting deviation from the typical stereotype, although they're primarily known as smithies in other settings, but though I guess... Actually, I don't think there's any equivalent to gnomes, so I guess the closest analog that you could put that for would be dwarves, so... Yeah. Not a bad little deviation from the norm. Not a bad deviation from the norm indeed. I thought Andra was the goddess of loss and mourning, not redemption. That's, The priestess crosses her arms and shifts her weight. Common notion. Others may believe so, but the goddess's mysteries are profound. Her true power lies in redeeming your loss and regret. Was there something else you wanted to talk about? I want to know about the gift bearers. Gift bearers do Andra's most valued work. They carry the material burdens of unfortunate souls into her embrace, so that the goddess may help them forget. I heard that worshippers of Barath visited you recently. Little happens around here that doesn't end in the mouths of villagers, but we're obliged to assist everyone, regardless of their faith. A group of women came to us, yes. Their leader wanted to know of Durgan's battery. I obliged and pointed them in its direction. They left as quietly as they arrived, which didn't make us any less concerned about their true intentions. This place has grown dangerous enough already. I want to ask you about Okrun's heirloom. The dwarf already asked. We gave him the counsel he needed. Slight irritation sharpens her tone. She seems to catch herself, modulating her voice back to a pleasant timbre. And naturally, we'll do what we can for you, too. Ask what you will. Okrun wants his medallion back. She brings her hands together and nods. Ah, Okrun, how often we let the shadows of the past become a burden even to others. That medallion, it weighs on Okrun's mind. You're kind to help, but what he really needs is to cast away those memories. Isn't that for him to decide? He did. He understood this, the solace that the goddess can give to those like him. It was explained to him that many have second thoughts, but one does not withdraw something offered to a goddess. In time, the memories fade, and they come to see the wisdom of their original pledge. His belongings, his past, now rest in Andra's realm, to be forgotten so that the wounds of the soul may heal. That is the will of the goddess. I wonder what the village's leader would have to say about that. You think we don't act in accordance with the local customs? The village knows we're here to help the unfortunate like Okran. They trust us. Let's suppose Okran has moved on. Tell me where his heirloom is. He hasn't, and that's the point. Laughter crosses their arms. Besides, you have no authority here. I can keep asking for a long time. A flash of color invades the priestess's pale skin. I see there is no dissuading you, and you seem... She glances you over. A person of will. Very well. Okram's heirloom was taken by Ixtli, chosen gift-bearer among us, to be cast away as an offering to Andra. Only he knows where. She pauses and looks at you intently. You could ask him yourself, but he's on a trek through the mountains of Durgan's Battery. If you run into Ixtli, tell him he has urgent duties to attend here. Tell me about your gift-bearer. Ixtli has had business near Durgan's Battery. Those mountains sometimes are dangerous. If you insist upon carrying out this request of Okran's, then that's where I'd search for answers. It's hard to believe that only the gift-bearer knows where Andra's offerings are cast away. Is it? Our goddess frees us from our earthly burdens. It's best if only one of us knows where they are taken, lest we all end up suffering under their weight. Alright, we have a direction. A young man dressed in sturdy leather glares at you. The creases in his face, tanned despite the scarce sunlight of the region, suffer a slight twitch as you approach him. I've got nothing for you. Speak with Lafta if you must. He turns away, his nose wrinkled. Why do I get the feeling that's going to become very relevant later? Oh boy. Well, we'll see. Let's see. So, if chat's suggesting that I take Heralias with me, who would be the natural one to leave behind? Well, let's see. As you step outside, the heavy wooden door of the temple slams shut behind you. You hear someone barring it from the other side. It sounds like the priests have engaged in an agitated conversation. You get the sense that they are discussing you, but you're also certain that the door is too thick to eavesdrop through. Although there may be other places nearby where you stand a better chance. Can't believe this. How could you? The wooden shutters of the temple's window, closed tight, muffle a set of voices coming from within the building. You can't quite make sense of the murmur, but cracking a shutter open would likely help. A rusty iron latch holds the window shutters closed. With care, you should be able to unfasten it without being noticed. Let's try. You carefully begin to lift the latch from its metal hook. Halfway there, the rusted iron resists with a screech. You freeze, listening to the voices in hopes the priest didn't hear. Their conversation continues uninterrupted. You grab the latch and apply just the right amount of oil, nudging the metal until its rust gives way without a sound. Carefully, you pull the window shutters open enough to let the voices flow through. You hear a man speaking, his tone agitated. You do that! Hope the mountains will do it! What if His sentence cuts as if the man were speaking to all sides of the room. Suppose he tells them instead. What? Suppose he tells them instead. What then? You recognize Lapta's voice response. Why would he? And with all those dangers near the battery, our gift-bearer won't delay. Hey, I expect the man interrupts her. You always expect. Look where that's taken us. A dying village, ogres at the wall. Ixtli's not back yet, and now all I have to do is His voice drops and seethes, muffling what he has to say. After a moment, Laughter replies. Do you think I wanted this? Then I could have known in advance. A pause ensues, its tension growing until the priestess's voice cuts it in half. We can't wait for him. We must finish out the last batch quickly. After that, we'll decide. The man responds in a broken voice, barely audible. You only distinguish the last words. In that rusted wood pond. I'll go. Their exchange seems to end. Cautiously, you step away from the window of Andra's temple. Curiouser and curiouser. So if you're heading in that direction, you must be heading toward... Yes, Rusted Wood. It looks like all the roads are leading me there, because just looking at the map, let's see, there's Longwatch Falls where there's stuff going on, and Rusted Wood where there's a bunch of other stuff going on. Wait, what's this doing here? Oh, did I not pick up all the loot from the ogre nonsense? Also, who the heck?
That's what I get for asking directions in the middle of nowhere.
Why do you sound familiar? Priests not being as faithful as they want us to believe? Hard to say.
Say, I don't suppose you've seen any mysterious old buildings in the mountains lately, have you?
The Omawa wears an assortment of bangles, bands, cuffs, and chains as thick as armor. She watches you with a raised eyebrow and eyes gleaming with mirth. You mean Durgan's Battery?
No, but I've heard that name a lot around here. I'm looking for the Abbey of the Fallen Moon. It's an obscure temple dedicated to Andra.
Why are you looking for the Abbey?
I'm a gift bearer. My job is to gather tokens of things people want forgotten and surrender them to the Lady of Lament. Best place to do that is the Abbey of the Fallen Moon.
What kind of tokens do you take?
Anything that represents a moment or a memory someone wishes to leave behind. Well, love notes, awkward family heirlooms, bad poetry, the kinds of things you want to forget.
I see.
I might be here a while. Half the villagers have never heard of the Abbey, and the ones that have, no one knows where it is. So I'm trying to think of this as an extended holiday in a remote mining village that smells like fish.
I've got business in the region. We could travel together.
You won't regret it. I've got a lovely singing voice.
Well, I guess this is my opportunity to change out the party, so... who to leave behind? The problem is that... Oh, you're a barbarian, so you're a frontline fighter then. But Adair is so fun, I don't want to leave him behind, but these be the logical... Because he and the Grieving Mother would be the logical two to swap out for... Maneha and Haravias? Oh, Haravias, that I know how to pronounce.
I will wait in the place of your strength.
Oh shoot, I sent Haravias off to... Ah, crap. I clearly thought this through. I've been sending Haravias to do things because I mean, since that I made myself a druid, I didn't think I'd need two druids wandering around, but crap, I did not think this through. Okay, so how do I want to handle this? I suppose in that case, I can go in a different direction for now. Because the werewolf quest, as chat says, will be over in the woods to the west. So, if I'm to bring Haravias along to it, I should be fine to double back briefly there. Okay, what we'll do is we'll investigate the region to the east before we head to the west. That should buy enough time for Haravias to be fine in worst case scenario. Alright, so let's take a look at your character sheet. Level 10 Barbarian. Another Rautai. I wonder if you have any interesting dialogue with Kana. Or Kana. Alright, so high might, high constitution, decent perception. Higher intelligence than I would have expected. Not as much resolve either. Then again, you don't need a lot of concentration because that's mostly spells. Although, let's see, so high athletics, decent survival, that's good. Looks useful. So, what kind of... Let's see. What kind of weapons do you have? A fine sword and a fine battle axe. Let's see if... Now that I've cleaned out my inventory a little bit, just to fill it with a few other things, I'm pretty sure I've got weapons that'll work better for what you haven't. So, fine battle axe. Yeah, you know what? If you're using a battle axe, let's give you the edge of reason. And then, For a fine sword, let's give you the exceptional sword. There we go, improve your weaponry a little bit. Now, in terms of armor, didn't I just finish? I could have sworn that I emptied the armor section out. I could have sworn I emptied this out too. What the hell? Oh well. Gauntlets of Ogre Might. Oh yeah, +2 Might to the Barbarian. That should be quite useful. And then extra there. Oh, where'd the boots go? Extra endurance and yep, just extra endurance. And +2 athletics. Okay, that's useful. Oh dear. Chat, you probably shouldn't say too much. I'm going in blind and probably shouldn't know too much. Come on. Need to keep something. Need to allow me to. I know you're excited to see me see everything, but gotta have some experience. Gotta see some of the things blind. Although, worst case scenario, if I really care about that, I can always just hide chat for a little bit.
Sure.
Now, what is this? Stalwart Fishery, huh? Wonder if you've got anything interesting going on. In that case, I'm wondering what would be.
Why are they drying them out? These are ready to eat.
Of course you'd say that, Sagani. Fisheries closed for the night? Huh. This tattered net appears to have been set aside for mending. The dead eyes of speckleback, iron-toothed pike, and frost-driver fish gaze up at you. These roasting fish provide much of the pungent odor permeating the fishery. Alrighty then. Let's see here. And then, I've been to Renegild's house. All that remains is that house over here and the path to Durgan's battery. Oh, what might this be?
Effigy's eyes! It looks at me!
What's it?
Ah!
What the hell did I just watch?
I'm here.
Hey there.
Me and Sledge are thinking about heading down, joining a caravan over to Dawning.
Dawning? What for? You like your ogres bigger?
We'd have work at least, and I'm damn sick of fish.
Oh, don't worry. Let's see. Wouldn't talk about spoilers, just general info. For example, if there's a murderer in some quest, I wouldn't say who is the murderer, but I would say how to find him. Okay, fair enough. So basically acting as a
They
guide.
gone? Have those nasty brutes finally left? I heard the ogres outside, tearing down walls and murdering folk. Don't remember how things got this bad.
Also that with the fish, that was like a... Oh, God. That was... Oh, jeez. That's gonna be a party member? Oh, jeez. Why do I get the feeling I'm gonna find him engaged in some nonsense over in the part to the east? Oh, boy. Well, even saying stuff like that, I mean, it piques my curiosity and gets me speculating, so probably not the most sensible thing to share, but maybe just keeping it vague would make more sense. But either way, there will be time enough to figure out the boundaries. Either way, the elderly woman needs her hands. Her knuckles are swollen knobs, and her palms are rigid with calluses that scrape and rasp as she rubs them together.
But you're the new adventurer. Renengild's latest volunteer.
She squints at you, leaning precariously forward on her wobbling leg.
A real spitfire, she told me. Bet you'd whip those layabouts at the mine into shape.
I'd like to ask you about something.
Did you say something, dear?
Tell me about yourself.
Me? I was the overseer at the mine, back when it was running. Got shut down decades ago when we couldn't sell or ship the stuff. But I still remember plenty about the mining business. And I got as many folk as I can digging out the entrance.
She taps her head, a spotted dome under a thinning thatch of hair.
Been praying to the salty wench that I don't forget too much afore they finish the job.
That is all.
Got to speak up? My hearing ain't what it was.
Never mind then. Alright then. These teeth have been sanded smooth in preparation for carving. Alrighty then. So, with that in mind, I believe that we have seen to everything that can be seen to within the village, all the threads that we can pull on, and with that in mind, since that we can't bring Haravias along just yet, well, let's go ahead and make sure that all of the ways forward have been unlocked. Oh wait, what the heck? I need to go over here first. I need to make sure that the pathways to each location are opened up first. Okay, now I can get to Durgan's battery. Since I'm on this side, we'll open up the pathway to Russellwood. Alright. Simply thought I should say because you passed him and it is a really interesting companion. Oh, I'm sure you wouldn't mention him if it wouldn't be really interesting, but it'd almost be more amusing if I can't, but typically I like to go in as blind as possible whenever I'm doing stuff like this, so either way, there will be time to work out the exact boundaries, so don't worry about it too much. Alright, more berries. These smelters haven't seen use in a long time. Alright, so Longwatch Falls, here we go. 6 hours to get there? Alrighty then. That should hopefully be enough time for Haravias to finish up what he's doing. Maybe I should have sent a dare on that then. Although I don't have any particular reason to bring Kana along.
Slow down. We got time to catch our breath.
Why is my character fatigued? Oh, excellent. As I expected, Haravias' business is finished. All across the Eastern Reach, people are being buried in graveyards and returning from the dead as vampires. Alright, we've gone over that. Haravias traveled from Hangman's Abbey to the Bay of Crowns, investigating the various reports of vampire appearances. In each case, Haravias discovered that the grave sites had elaborate glass, copper, and ultra devices buried around them. The distinctive intricacy of the device was traced to a Valian dwarf that had been shunned for his unpleasant practices in Salona and Ansans. When captured, the dwarf claimed his intent was not to create vampires, but to restore life. The vampires were created due to the dwarf's inability to solve a fundamental problem with his machinery. The incredible frequency of the dwarf's activity was not due to co-conspirators, but rather his extensive use of drugs that kept him awake and frantic for days on end. Once confronted, the dwarf put up no fight and allowed himself to be taken into custody. When Haravias left him, he was awaiting trial in Telanair. Oh, useful. Alrighty then. Ooh, big area to explore. Haven't had one of these in a while. Let's take our time with this. I say as I keep fast mode enabled. Bitter Spirit. This ought to be good. Weird that I can't interact with them. This tower looks like it was carved from the stone of the cliff. The entrance is collapsed and sealed with ice, but you imagine that it commands an impressive view of the valley below. I don't see any obvious entrance. There's a cave down there, though. I wonder if the entrance to that cave can be found somewhere along this path. Oh look, Lagufa! Whoa! What the hell was that? Okay, Lagufoth. Really bloody dangerous. Lesson learned. You know what? I'm not gonna mince words on you. Huh, you went down faster than I expected, so... You're glass cannons then? Okay, makes sense. Actually, now that I think of it, this is the first time I'm seeing an ice blight. Kaboom!
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's why the combat hadn't ended. There's freaking more! Knock him over, buddy. step over here and then fire out the usual. And of course, that doesn't end up mattering much. Okay, so what can Barbarians do? Does a massive blow causing additional crits and extra damage on crits. Carnage is not effective. Barbaric Yell, frightening enemies in the area of effect. Just generating a large amount of endurance. So that's per encounter. What's per rest? Barbaric Shout. Okay, terrifying effect. Actually, let's set party AI.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
How about we take a break?
Alright, you're suggesting I have Haravias throughout all the White March? Alright, that makes sense. Brazier looks large enough to have held a signal fire once.
Will do.
Okay, now that I think of it, I need to rearrange things. Okay. Set back to storage. Primal water, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I think, just for chat's sake, I think the main... Wait, Priestess? Leaning Society? What's that supposed to mean? Oh well, but I think the main barrier... Holy crap, that's a lot of people! Alof, you may want to start throwing fireballs. Adair, give a sweeping blow. Alright. Sagani, shoot at that. Let's see. Holy crap, you're taking a lot of damage. Whew, man. This is an insane to watch unfold. Alright, let's throw this out.
What?
How are you still alive? Whoa, you went down fast. I should get you better armor. Although, actually, if you're a barbarian, I'll need to check what armor is acceptable. This is a lot more than I bargained for. Okay, I need more AoE crap. Boom! Okay, that's... Okay, something is really bright in there, and it's really irritating me now. Alright. I'm almost down. I am down. Stop healing yourself! I did not expect this combat to be this difficult. Knock her down.
Unite!
Lava
I got Sagani.
beyond.
Okay, yeah, where's my quick save? Let's see. Oh wait, did I misread chat? So you're recommending having the guide that you mentioned in the White March. Although, well, I guess we'll go ahead and see what combat awaits us and then... Oh yeah, so yeah, I just... message showed up in chat just as I reinterpreted.
Light, flame, and sound.
Alrighty then.
We'll keep to ourselves.
Sounds good. Now I'll keep that in mind. Alright, Adair?
Hey.
Although, what do I have for a barbarian? So you're using light armor.
Hey.
Alright.
Yeah?
Alright, so the Logofoth apparently falls quickly. I just need to hit it hard. And keep hitting it hard. So, Barbaric Yell. Let's see, so...
Can't get a good shot.
Did I set... Oh yeah, aggressive. God, you take a lot of damage. Although all of you are taking a lot of damage now that I look at this.
Can't get a good shot.
Huh. You
What's
do.
the hurry? Let's relax a while.
Shut up, me. Oh good, you threw all the really dangerous stuff at the Barbarian. Well, first the Fox, and then now the Barbarian. And then, this is an easier way to handle this. Why do you take so much damage? Maybe it's because I've just gotten used to Adair having a really good armor, but it seems like you take a lot of damage very quickly.
Hey there. Mm-hmm.
Alright, now let's take a stab at the creeps over here now. So now that I know they're there, I can break out the big gun. Which is, as always, this!
Mm-hmm.
Alright, Durance. You focus on keeping us alive. Do it again! Don't give her a chance to do anything useful.
None shall stop us!
How are you not dead yet? Okay, you need to die. Okay, good. One down. Now we take out the other priestess. Oh, that's cute. You're trying to do something to me. Ow. Okay, that's actually hurting. Heal me, please. Thank you.
None shall stop us!
Yeah, it's time for you to die. There we go. Now that's more like it.
Yeah?
Ooh, lots of good stuff. Oh, that was one of the bounties. Oh. Ow. Why did I think that was a good idea?
How about we take a break?
Shut up, me. I wondered why such a difficult encounter was out here. It seemed awfully random. Turns out it wasn't. There was a method to the madness. Actually, that'll give me reason to head back to... Well, that'll give me reason to head back to Cadnua to pick up Heravios then. Huh. Water trickles down glistening pillars and spears of ice. A few rocks peek out from beneath them. Alrighty then. Ah. More Logofoth. Broodmother, huh? Knock it over. This looks like a job for... Fireball! Adair, I don't think you were supposed to wander that. Oh wow, how is Ichimok already on the ground? Oh geez, they're really hurting. Well, that's one of us on the ground. I'm not being very impressed by this new companion.
So that's how it's gonna go?
Adair, run over and give this one something to look at. He's bothering me. Well, so much for healing. Now, more than one brood mother, huh? Okay, Aloth, get out the big gun. One of them, anyway. Might have to swap out Bitter Mooring for something else. Knock him over. Oh, he moved right as the shot was gonna... Oh, that's pain. That's pain. Well then. I suck. Okay, let's see if we can draw a few of them away. Phew. Was not expecting such challenging combat this early into the nonsense. I really should have been, though. Still a decent haul.
Sure.
Okay. Ichimok, place Sacrificial Fox.
Sure.
You targeted Aloth of all people?
Yes. Hey there.
Wait, where'd this ice troll come from? Oh geez. Angry, angry creature. Lots of angry creatures. Aloth, start fireballing them. Actually, no, that Logofoth is gonna die quickly with focus. If focus fire is invoked, anyway. Let's see. That's why you never choose the harder option and instead choose the easy over leveled one? Oh, but that's no fun! I gotta Hey, I might complain about it, but I revel in challenges like this. And I will complain about it, don't get me wrong, but I revel in stuff like this. This is my element.
Hey there.
Alright, that's one broodmother down. Alright, the troll's down. Now let's go knock everybody else over. Adair. Get him. How do I have 1 HP? Well, shit.
That dwarf's taking it off! That's not very helpful.
Wait, what was that? Adair. Sweep him. Or not. I love how Durance is just all these clones just standing over him.
Lavaru, be on seat!
Alright, good. One down. Sweep! Kabomb! Good work, boys. Now we just gotta keep pelting this thing with magic until it falls over. Ooh, that was effective. Do it again. I mean, seriously. I might complain about combat encounters like this because I am contractually obligated to, but I revel in challenges like these. Don't never stop them, as far as I'm concerned. Alright, you still need to die. This one shot should be enough. Kaboom! Alright, now we just have the ice blights, which are dealing a lot of damage now that I look at that. Greater ice blights, huh? Ah, throwing a fireball would hit a dare too. Let's see how effective they are against this. Oh crap, one of them's going after Aloth. Oh good, it's going back after Adair. Although, Aloth's about to be the only one fighting them, so that's a problem. Immune? That's not good. Bolster yourself, you're gonna need to... Yeah, bolster yourself. See if they're immune to this. Immune to that too. Okay, get up close and use Burning Hands. Wait, is this foe AoE? No, just AoE. I'm surprised that didn't kill Adair.
I shall.
Do it again. Huh, one of them seems to have bugged out. Well, in theory, I can just play Ring Around the Aloth. One last fireball spell.
Aye?
Let's have it out!
Just don't let it near you, right? Oh, this is so dumb. Ah, crap, that was a disengage. That's not good. Fire! Knock it away. Crap, it was immune. At least you didn't have to disengage. Oh crap, I'm running out of spells. I'm running out of spells. I don't think that spell will work. Alright, just whittle it down.
With this one.
Keep running. Oh my god. I haven't had to do this since the first Icewind Dale.
Deal with this one.
This is so stupid. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. What just happened? Oh my... Oh my gosh! Oh crap, another Lagufath! Wait, I did quick save, right? I hope I quick saved. Back away just in case I didn't! Oh shit! Back away quickly! Oh my god!
Hey.
Adair, you're gonna be okay.
Mm-hmm.
Show him how it's done!
Kill it with killing! Oh my gosh! I can't believe that worked. I honestly can't believe that freaking worked. I can't believe I just cheesed the fight like that. She's a dare. Someone's...
Not a dare.
Oh my gosh. But Aloth is out of spells and Adair just hit 0.
Sure.
Oh man, that was so incredibly stupid. That was so incredibly stupid. I should not have been able to get away with that. I should not have been able to get away with that. I am in awe at just how ridiculous that was. I mean, holy crap. You awaken and hear someone stirring, growling. Looking over, you see Minneha twitching and muttering in her sleep. You can't make out what she's saying, but from her bared teeth and the sheen of sweat on her brow, this seems like a very bad dream. Wake up, Minneha. She sits bolt upright, roaring and reaching for her weapon. Calm down. You're safe.
What? Oh,
Her gaze darts around, but slowly focuses on you. She grimaces and looks away, wiping her face.
oh, sorry. I must have been dreaming.
She lies back down and turns away from you. You can't help but notice that she's carefully avoiding your gaze. About what?
No, it's nothing. Sorry, I shouldn't have bothered you.
She pulls her blanket over her shoulders. You aren't bothering me, but something's clearly bothering you. I'd like to help. She's quiet for a long time. It seems like she's already gone back to sleep. But then she sighs.
You told me about your awakening.
Technically, I haven't. Adair stirs. Mineta waits silently until Adair rolls over and resumes deep, steady breaths.
I guess I've had a similar problem. There's something I remember from a former life. Happened hundreds of years ago, but I remember it like it was yesterday.
How did you remember it?
Happened while I was fighting in Old Valia 20 years ago. My unit was camped out in the palace we'd just taken. The others were roasting the last of the Marcheso's pigs in the feast hall. So, I went to the wine cellars to fetch a few bottles.
She works her fingers into a knot.
I don't know how long she'd been hiding there, but there was this old woman. Must have been one of the servants. She had this wild look in her eyes. I approached her and tried to tell her not to be afraid, that she was safe.
Mineta holds out her hand, reliving the memory.
She screamed and grabbed my arm.
She closes her eyes.
It felt like someone had hit me in the back of my head. I blacked out for a few minutes, and when I came to, she was gone.
Go on.
I took a few bottles up with me, feasted with the rest of the troops. But when I went to bunk, I had a dream.
She shivers.
Only it was more vivid than any dream I've ever had. I tasted the sweat on my lips, felt the jungle air on my skin, heard the cries.
She stops and swallows, shaking her head. This dream, this was a memory?
Like when you hear a song you know you've heard before. Anyway, I laid off the drink for several days, but I kept having the dream. After a few weeks, I thought a change of scenery might do me good. Since then, I've been a pirate in the Deadfire, a pilgrim in the White that Wends, an adventurer in the Living Lands, and a gift-bearer in Ashamadal.
What next, then?
I told you I was looking for the Abbey of the Fallen Moon so I could leave something behind. There's a pool there, the Salt Well. It's where gift-bearers leave the heaviest burdens.
She pauses.
It's said that a person can enter it and leave their own memories behind.
There's a distant, hungry look in her eyes. And you would leave this haunting memory in the Salt Well.
That's the plan.
What if you lose more than you intend?
At this point, I'd gladly give up all my memories if that's what it takes for peace in this life and the next.
I wanted to ask you about something else. What you got for me? How did you end up in Stalwart? The other gift bearers told me Stalwart was close to the Abbey, so they suggested I ask for directions in town. You mean the other gift bearers don't know where the Abbey is? Like I said, it's one of Andra's most ancient temples, and her followers aren't really known for their records keeping. You're not exactly dressed for the weather. Well, Exomadal's as flat as a plane, so when the gift bearers told me Stalwart was way up in the mountains, I thought they were exaggerating. She shrugs. Anyway, I hate packing. I see. Always happy to chat. Also, you should buy more camp inventory. You know that nothing except for enemies that are too close stop you from sleeping all the time, right? De facto, Durance and Mother's Quest needs you camping for further development. Yeah, I know I've run into something with Durance related to camping, but is there a way to increase camping inventory? I haven't seen it. Actually, you know what? It might be worth... Actually, yeah, let's look it up. I'm gonna... Unfortunately, alt-tabbing kills the music, but... Oh, and apparently caps lock is on. Let's fix that. So how do I get more? Let's see, the maximum amount of supplies the party can carry is dependent on the set difficulty level. Huh. So it looks like I'm just stuck at 2 then. That's interesting. Oh yeah, I can buy... Oh, you mean as in buying camping supplies and focusing on resting outside of just going back to Defiance Bay. Okay, I thought you meant increasing the amount of camping supplies I can carry at once. Okay. I keep jumping to conclusions, apparently. So, actually, while I've got the alt-tab here... I'm curious about something. I feel like I recognize Mineta's voice from somewhere. That's useful. I'm not seeing anything definitive on that. Ah well, I can always look it up later. Oh, I feel like I recognize her from somewhere. Tell me why you really became a gift bearer. I heard about the order from some missionaries while I was in the Living Lands. I'd heard Andra's doctrines before, but the way they talked about the peace of forgetting, washing the old away with the tide, sounded good. And gift bearers' work, taking on the road, helping people lose their own burdens, that sounded good too. Kept hoping I'd find a way for me to lose my burden along the way. Tell me about yourself. Where to begin? I spent almost 10 years a mercenary in Old Valia. Plenty of work there. She tilts her head up and starts counting items off of her fingers. After that, I'd fought with pirates in the Deadfire, or for them depending on who was paying. Did a short stint in the White That Wends, then roamed around the Living Lands, and finally joined the gift bearers in Exometal. And here I am. Actually, I was asking about where you came from before your adventures. Not much to tell. She waves a hand and looks away quickly. Grew up in Rauatai, left when I was still pretty young and haven't been back since. Why not? Oh, you know, spent almost 20 years there. Change of scenery is good, right? She gives you a breezy smile, but it looks forced. I see. Better to look forward than back. That's what I always say. Why so much travel? Guess staying in one place never much suited me. And you gave up soldiering, piracy, and adventuring to join Andra's gift bearers? Still plenty of adventures, just different circumstances. I have some questions about some of the lands you visited. I'm always up for war stories. What was Old Valia like? Dangerous. You got pirates and sea monsters, and don't even get me started on the merchants. Wait, what? I had a good run there, but I got tired of trying to keep track of who had a knife pointed at my back. What was Old Valia like? Grand. A skirmish every day and a feast at another Comte or Marqueso's keep every night. Those were good, carefree days. What was your experience in the White That Wends? Short. That place is too cold for anything but leaving. I'm curious about the Living Lands. Most folks are. Even after 10 years there, it feels like I just saw the edges of the place. You can start the day in a desert and find yourself in the middle of the jungle by nightfall. Everything there is just a little wilder. Goes for the folk as well as the creatures. Part of me misses it still, but you wake up every day knowing it might be your last. I stayed lucky longer than anyone has a right to expect. That's all I wanted to know. Alright, life is starting to get very interesting then. And... the stream's saying? Oh, everything looks fine. Ah well. Enough getting distracted by auxiliary stuff.
Sure.
Oh, this looks interesting. Is this a pathway down so we can see what's over this way? I will not say no to that. Also, what be this? River reed, huh? Alrighty, what's down this way? Oh, that looks cool. Oh, looks like I can into this cave. Excellent. I wonder if I can find a way into that watchtower, or whatever that actually, no, it's not a watchtower, it's a temple. Okay, then. Let's see what's inside. This is sort of bigger than I expected. Why are there bones everywhere? What lives here? I'm not about to find a... That was the one thing I didn't want to find. Oh, crap. The dragon turns its head to look at you. Its red eyes are clouded like dirty ice, and its sides heave with labored breaths. Frosty plumes jet between its teeth.
Leave. Now.
The only sound the dragon makes is a hoarse growl, but you hear it as clearly as if it were spoken language. The beast bares its teeth. You look ill.
I can still peel the flesh from your bones.
The dragon coughs, spattering the ice with crimson droplets. You see something femur-shaped stuck between its teeth. If you wanted to kill me, you'd have tried already.
Careful. I killed the last wanderer I found in these parts.
What's the problem exactly?
Consider it indigestion. And consider yourself lucky I've eaten.
A belch rumbles up from the dragon's throat and reverberates in the ice under your feet. I don't want to fight a dragon yet.
Yeah?
I don't want to fight a dragon right now. That sounds scary. I don't care what kind of horde is hiding there. And by the sounds of it, it would be an easier fight, but I really don't want to fight a dragon right now. I feel like I'm gonna need another level before I can fight a dragon, even a weakened one. Especially given what I set the difficulty to. Oh, man. What's this way? Interesting. A camp.
I'll see what I can do. The work of a moment.
I am intelligent. Well, at least I've got more camping supplies.
Uh-huh.
Sure.
Also, what's that sound I'm hearing? More ice blights. Wraiths? Oh crap. These things. Ah, shit. Okay. Aloth, fireball. Actually, wait, no. Focus fire, now. I don't... You know what? I want to try that again. Let's see. A sickness and reason for it is a question you can start in this location and end it. Yep, I figured there might be something related to that. But... Well, I figured there might be some more around here, but yeah, good to have confirmation, man. So, given that... Well, I mean, this is a CRPG. If you're not sure if you can proceed the way you would necessarily want to, best to double back. Alright, this time we will cast early. Alright, Itumok, go in and knock him around.
Good shot.
Okay, I don't want you right next to Aloth. That's not acceptable to me. Wait, where's Durance? Why are you in the middle of them? I don't like that. At least no one's attacking you right now, but that doesn't mean I like it. Oh wow, we've gotten a lot better at killing those guys. Either that or my ultimate murder weapon is just working the way it's supposed to. I'm just gonna go with that as the answer and call it a day. Wait, where's Adair? What the hell's Adair do? Oh, he went chasing after the Wraith. That's why. Okay, that makes more sense. Alright, a singular Wraith we should be able to handle, and there we freaking go. These panels have been worn smooth, and one you can just detect the shape of a sword, and in another the stocky body of a dwarf. You trace fading outlines and shapes in these panels. It looks like they were once a sequence of reliefs, but the images have worn away. So...
Sure.
I suspect that what I was hearing was this. Wait, is that Excalibur? Behind a frigid curtain of water in an alcove is an alcove, its walls flecked with ice. In the middle you see a rough stone pedestal, also glazed with ice from the falls. A cruciform hilt and a tapered blade protrude from the pedestal. Judging from the side of the hilt and the apparent length of the blade, you infer that it's an estoc. The alcove and the stone pedestal are little more than dilapidated ruins. Ice prees crack in the stone, and coats the slick floor. The estoc, what little of it you can see, appears to be in better condition. It seems odd that anyone would leave it here. However, as you get close to it, you hear what sounds like the screams and shouts of tormented souls. Quick save real quick. I probably stand the best chance. You cross under the falls, gasping as the water douses you. Your breaths echo in the small chamber. As you approach the pedestal, you see the reflection of falling water running along the blade. You grip the hilt. The hate, fear, and violence of a dozen mad, gibbering voices fills your mind. You shudder through a wave of mental pain, struggling to hold the voices back. Grunts and cries of agony ring through the tiny space. You maintain a tight grip on the sword, your arms shaking with effort. Eventually, you regain a measure of focus despite the clamoring voices. Yet just as your breathing steadies and the cacophony subsides, something pulls your arm forward. It suddenly feels as if you're holding a heavy and painful burden. You could probably pull the S-stock free, but it will be taxing without effort. The blade is of a fine, sturdy steel. Peering closer, you see parts of a poem written along the blade. 'Tis a traitor's fate to sleep and never rest, whilst knowledge of his deeds stays lodged within his breast. But earnest penance heals the sorrowful man, and worthy actions stay the executioner's hand. You climb the top of the pedestal and adopt a wide stance for better leverage. After working at the S-stock, you're able to pull it free without too much difficulty. Yet when you try to release the S-stock, it remains stuck in your hand. You feel something within the weapon grasping at your soul and binding to it. When you look at the blade, you see new writing glowing from the metal. Interesting. The Grey Sleeper. And it's been bound to me. This S-stock has a smooth, sturdy blade that tapers to a needle-sharp point. The groans of a dozen tortured souls ring through the metal, binding the weapon to the hands of its wielder for so long as the curse persists. A few verses are etched along the blade. A new verse appears when the blade was drawn from its pedestal. It reads, Eke the whirling agent made of copper, Audra's stone. Awaken first your essence so that you may atone. What's that supposed to mean?
Hey there.
Well, now I'm stuck with a cursed freaking blade. Okay, that was more than I bargained for. That was far more than I bargained for. Okay. By the way, I didn't talk about it previously, but I like the nice touch of wizard spells being all named after archmages of the universe. It's nice. It's nice in your opinion because it shows that those spells were all created by someone and later became popular and used by others. Oh, they were all named after archmages? That's cool. Very cool. So, what the hell did I just do? Okay, so it's Grey Sleeper. A whirling agent of copper, Audra, and stone. Wait a minute. Wouldn't one of the... Wait a minute, wouldn't that mean one of the soul siphons, or whatever they're called, that the Inquithans made? I could probably go to any of the Inquithan ruins and that might count. That might be it, actually. Well, let's go ahead and finish our exploration of this place. You have to return to Deerwood to undo the curse. In Deerwood, almost all the locations that you have almost all locations that you have to visit to undo the curse. Yeah, I had a feeling. Another excuse to head back to the Deerwood once that I'm done exploring here, I suppose. Now, with that in mind, let's go ahead and finish exploring this particular... Oh dear, Log of Fog. I really should have quick saved before stepping too far. Luckily, I haven't spent that many spells, so... Real quick. Let's break out the big gun, because it seems like I've been needing it more and more lately. Ah, hell, paralyzed.
Well, that's how it...
Wait, am I fatigued already? I'm fatigued already! Actually, we seem to be withstanding a little better this time. Or is it because the ice blights? Yes, that is the answer to the riddle. Oh, excellent! Okay, I'm taking hits. Durance, please keep me alive.
Dead on!
Why did I just change targets like that? Well, I'm down. Wow, these ice beetles are tough. Adair. Or splat. Boom! How do you like that, sucker? I'll let... Bleh. Agreed.
Hey.
Okay, whoever made
How about
that...
we take a break?
Okay, whoever did some of the acting, some of the combat acting is having way too much damn fun.
All right then.
Okay, next up.
Sure.
Alright. More Laguthoth, huh? Alright, let's fast walk. I'm surprised the Laguthoth over there didn't get triggered. Oh, speaking of triggered. Ah, hell. Big gun. Oh, looks like Durance is the one to be paralyzed this time, eh? Okay. Alot, stop getting stuck on your friends and just blast them! I just realized Alot has taken a few hits. A lot of people are taking a few hits now that I look at this, actually. I'm gonna regret not quick-saving again, aren't I? Well, we dealt with a good chunk of them. Aloth, what the hell are you doing? Get in there and give him a fireball.
Show him how.
Frosties, that's new.
Yes.
No, you keep that one busy.
What? That's it.
Wait, what's Itumok doing over? Oh yeah, finishing that one off. Alright, one longer pot should be easy enough to finish off. Take that, sucker! Tubes of stiff, frozen mud rise from the ground, and warm air buffets your face as you peer into them. You see shiny, jagged shards inside. Wonder what that means.
Sure.
Blood moss. What's this? A few odds and ends lie scattered by the path. There appears to have been a struggle here, but the evidence is half buried under a thin blanket of snow. Wisps of essence hover in the chilly air. An empty pack lies in the snow. It's been rent by knives, or claws. Also, muddy tracks churn the ground. They're three-toed and webbed, and you count over a dozen separate pairs, all leading north. They look recent. The soul fragment plunges you into a memory. Your name is Yagard. You've never been more than 20 miles from home, let alone to the White March, and yet you've been climbing steadily higher for a week now. The air is too thin, your clothes are too light, and you've barely got another 3 days worth of food with you. But you've never felt better. You've only had a handful of fainting spells since you began your journey. You've had as many in a single day before. But the dreams have been the best part. Despite the frozen rocky ground and the screeching wind, sleep has found you each night and brought you visions of majestic peaks wrapped in snow. The cold is but a sweet ache in your bones. And as you hike into the wind, you feel that ache spread along with the certainty that you're getting closer to him. Or her. Your soul twin. A stranger whose soul mirrors your own. One of the few people in Aora who could understand the constant torment of a split soul, and the only person who could help you relieve it. Something approaches through the shroud of snow ahead. You feel a throbbing presence like a heartbeat through linen, and you know. The vision ends abruptly. You find yourself staring at Yagard's scattered belongings while its elation ebbs from your veins. As his essence fades from you, you feel his eagerness dissolve into disappointment, until all that remains is the emptiness of a meaningless death. Huh. That's fun. You peer into the pool. The water is perfectly clear, but you don't see anything of note. There's probably more than one place where the thermal pearl can be found, so let's keep looking. Lagufoth! Get him, boys! Ichimok, run behind him and shoot at him. Run behind him and give him what for. Okay, so it looks like the principle of kill the archer first really comes into play. What the hell? Why do you fall so easily? I just realized Ichimok fell pretty quickly too. Wait, Aloth, what are you doing this far up? Fireball!
I'll teach you a lesson.
I'm not good with this kind of weapon. I think it's time to rest. Where's my quick save? There it is. Actually, no, I don't think resting is necessary yet. Well, let's try one more time without resting. The problem is I've gotten way too used to using my big level 5 gun on my druid, and just letting that be the answer to all my combat encounter problems. Because at that point, it's just a matter of keeping my main character alive. Barbarians are glass cannons. Their attacks have a large range and damage, but they're flies. And I'm assuming you mean flies in terms of durability. Yeah, that's the impression I'm getting. I'm not impressed so far. Alright, let's see if we can draw a few of them away. Why are you like this? Alright, Aloth, rip them to shreds. Why is everybody getting paralyzed? Oh. Alright, let's get the weaker What the hell? How does a dare fire that? How does a dare fall that quickly? Holy crap!
I'll teach you a
I don't think I'm gonna go up there without resting first. Holy crap! What the hell did I just watch? It's like just, oh my gosh. That is just the literal embodiment of, hey, have all the ranged enemies to deal with. Oh my gosh. I should probably use this as an opportunity to take a look at Aloth's spellbook. Wait, oh, that's your only level 5? What do you have? What's confused do again? Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and use one of these camping supplies.
Hey there. Hey there.
Alright, now with that in mind, let's have our ranged dudes focused on being ranged dudes, while killing the other ranged dudes. That should hopefully allow us to deal with these guys more efficiently. I just need to keep myself alive then. Excellent, now that they're all shot. Also, please keep me alive. Amazing how well things work out when I actually think ahead for once. Aloth, take one of them out. Let's see, actually, fire this out. And I'm down.
I'll kick it. See if he's really dead.
Eh, Wait, how did Durance die? Adair, knock him over. Wow! Alright, who needs to die first? Yeah, you're probably pretty close. Shoot him! Kabam! These sind den von der Wallopin. Kabam! Okay, whoever voiced the Logothoth is having way too much fun.
Deal with this one.
There we go, that's more like it. It's a good thing I didn't pick a Barbarian, although with how quickly I'm falling, I guess I can't complain about them being glass cannons.
Mm-hmm.
Aye?
Uh-huh.
Ooh, grab that. Give me an opportunity to ponder what I'm working on next. Phew! There we are.
Yeah?
Now. Ah, crap, more.
Hey there.
Alrighty, let's try that. Alright, another horde of them. Jeez, how am I so low health already? Well, low endurance, I should say.
Good shot with this.
Kaboom!
Tell me.
Okay, so Adair's once again the last one standing. I really should have brought out the big guns sooner. Ah well, let's see how many we can hurt with this. Ah crap, now it's only my range dudes left. Crap. Guess we'd have better luck taking these guys out first. Hurt them as best you can, I guess. And Endurance can survive the bombardment. Holy crap, that's a lot. And now Alot's the target. Great! That's probably... Actually, I've got Fireball.
I'm here.
I'm glad I quick saved. Oh man, I have not been doing well in this combat. I have not been doing well in this combat. Maybe you had a point not choosing the higher level crap. Oh man.
Hey there.
Well, as usual, Ichimak the fox bait.
Hey there.
Alright. Fireball! How do you die so quickly? How is Aloth dead? What was shooting at Aloth? Also, something is bolstering these guys. What is it? Restore critical endurance. Oh, that... Okay, the Broodmother needs to die. That's what I'm being told by that. Okay, knock it over. And hope I last long enough to see it. Okay, no, that's not gonna happen. Okay. If we've got someone casting Restore Critical Endurance over what looks to be a pretty wide area, that bastard needs to die first. Okay, so how do we want to play this? Ichimak is the one we send in to knock people over.
Yeah?
And now I'm... Let's see, what have we got? Alright, where's the brood mother? There. Why do you die? Why do you die so quick? Oh well, if Itamok's able to knock it over. Alright, and endurance cast on me. How did I die so quickly? Actually, I wonder how useful this spell will be. Wait, was there a fire effect that I stepped into? Okay, I'm clearly missing something important here. What am I missing? Okay. Think. Think, Mark. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Alright, Foxbait. Let's see if we can draw a couple of them away.
Mm-hmm.
Or I guess we could just run back in anyway, just for fun. Ooh, the broodmother came right for us. Get him! Yes, kill the broodmother so we can just murder. Yes, the broodmother must die. That must occur if we are to survive this crap. Put a hunter's mark on it. Actually, didn't I tell you to? Yeah. And that is a per encounter, right? Well, let's have you be aggressive then. See if that changes anything.
Ready.
Alright, let's break out the big guns, just in general. Okay, now that that one's down, that should make our lives a little easier. Endurance, heal, now. Cool. Okay, that's how it's supposed to go.
Sure.
Let me guess, there's all these over here? Okay, draw them away. Someone had way too much fun voice acting these Lagufoth. Suckers. Ow! Okay, just run after him and kill him. Kaboom! Alright, one last Lagufoth. And of course she goes down.
Get on.
Phew! That was more trouble than it was worth. You brush the cloak of steam away from this pool. You think you see, but no, it's just a bubble rolling up from the depths. This pool is empty. What's this? A journal of some kind. Oh, it's a quest item. Igad's journal. Most of the few remaining pages are ruined with mud, but you can make out an entry near the end of the journal. Folkstag. Woke up this morning and saw my toes had turned blue. Spent the last of my fuel warming them up, but it only took me an hour to start the campfire this time. How far I've come. I passed a village yesterday and thought about stopping. A warm bed and a popper... Popper? What? Wow, I'm just messing all my English up today. A warm bed and a proper meal would have been a treat after almost a week in these mountains. But I don't want to lose track of my soul twin, not when I'm so close. I dreamed of the cave behind the waterfall last night. I think that's where I'll find him. I'm not sure what else it could mean. But I'd better... The next page is missing, and the rest is unreadable.
Sure. Sure.
Looks like we're reaching the end of what can be found up this way. Hey, a random log. Oh, hey, a few random logger bombs. Oh, that's a broodmother. Kill it with extreme prejudice. Kill it with killing. Murder it with all of the strength you can muster. That seemed to do something. Why are the main character? Why is my character and... Okay, I know why you're down, but why are the rest of us down? Knock him over. Kaboom. I will kill you and then you will die to death. Precisely, chat.
Yeah?
They shall die. People die when they are killed. Precisely. Looking into the pool, you see something round and iridescent resting on the bottom. You reach in, your flesh tingling in the warm water, and you pull the sphere out. It's heavier than it looks, and its smooth, pearlescent surface shines as you turn it. You stick it in your pack.
Sure.
Neat. Alright, that looks like everything in this area, so we may as well return. So let's see, is there anything... A cave behind a waterfall. Are there gonna be answers over here? Let's go find out. Let's go find out. Now that I've basically cleared out the whole map, may as well, right? Huh? You feel someone nudging the small of your back. You turn around. No one's standing there, but you feel it again. Something is moving in your pack. Oh, what? Wait, that's what's meant by a thermal? Oh, crap. You open your pack and hear a soft burbling sound. As you rummage through your belongings, something slick brushes your hand. It's a baby Logothoth. It watches you with benign curiosity. Eggshell fragments still stuck to its body. Oh, God. You're the first person it saw. It's gonna think you're its papa now. That little four-armed fish baby is your son. I couldn't be happier for you. Go to hell. Well, Tealdor's gonna want answers anyway, good lord. Why do I get involved with stuff like this? How does this happen to me? Why do I agree to weird things and then end up with pets? I've got so many pets right now, I don't know what to do with all of them.
You again. Ugh.
The dragon groans and shifts its bulk.
I could still kill you for this annoyance.
Its four crimson eyes follow you. Did you eat Ygadger, the young man by the road?
Was that the rodent's name? I only know that he tasted mealy and lean.
The dragon probes the leg bone with its tongue. Wait, were you his soul twin?
While he lived, his suffering became mine. And as he drew closer, his weakness infected my essence. I can never be strong while a soul twin of mine lives.
The dragon flicks its tail. I take it you've been through this before.
Since I was a worm, sudden fits of agony and terror would paralyze me. I was a prisoner to experiences that weren't mine.
The dragon's tail slowly coils and uncoils.
Eventually, I noticed something similar in my fellow hatchlings. I felt their cries and shrieks become mine as they nipped and flew at one another.
How did you become linked with your siblings?
I don't waste my time with the mysteries of souls, what sunders them and how the turning of the wheel apportions them. What matters is power, survival. I killed as many of the other hatchlings as I could. I felt their pain, but I also felt parts of their souls become mine.
Its slitted pupils widen at the memory.
I slaughtered and devoured, and the scent of blood drove my siblings into a frenzy. Our nest became a maelstrom of chaos as we fought, dying and feeding together. At last, only a handful of us were left. We were sickened by all we'd consumed and suffered.
The spines along its head flatten. I didn't think it was possible to consume the soul of another.
Nor is it possible for most to feel the experiences of another so keenly. But it has always been this way with my soul twins. Our essence remains connected somehow. I eventually hunted down some of my missing siblings. Others returned to me in other skins and other lives, as that boy did.
Could you have grown stronger by uniting with your soul twins?
Remaining fettered to them, hoping they never think to turn on me.
Something churns noisily in the dragon's stomach.
As interesting as this conversation has been, I've had enough of it.
The dragon picks at his teeth with a claw and finally pops the leg bone free. It chews on the morsel, its eyes fixed on you. You'll gain nothing from my soul. Why don't you focus on your soul twins? It looks at you, still crunching and splintering the bone between its teeth. Finally, it swallows the jagged mess.
Perhaps you're right. Yet what will you offer me if I let you go?
It lowers its head to peer at you. As a watcher, I could sever your connection with your soul twins.
Lies! You would make me vulnerable. How foolish I was to nearly fall for your tricks!
You're weakened even now. Let me help you. Okay, let's try that again. I don't want to fight a dragon. I feel like there is a way that I could work through the logic here that would allow this to work.
Sure.
I just have to be more
again.
prudent.
I could still kill. Was that the rodent's name? I only know while I can never be, since eventually I noticed something similar. At last, only a nor I eventually hunted down, remaining as interesting as perhaps. Yet what will you? Lies! You would make me vulnerable. How foolish I was to nearly fall for your tricks.
What have you got to lose by trusting me? Okay, that doesn't work. Huh. Why do I get the feeling?
Sure.
You again. I could still kill.
Whoops, wrong option. I'm smart. I am highly intelligent. Oh, man.
Sure.
That was a weird warble. I don't know if I've shown it in the stream.
I could still. Was that the road? Centuries I've lived. I won't share my soul with some mewling youth.
He thought you could ease his suffering.
Didn't I?
The dragon. Oh, God.
While he lived, I can never be. Since I was. Eventually, I noticed something similar in my. I don't waste my time. At last. Nor I eventually hunted down some of my missing siblings. Others returned to me in other skins and other lives, as that boy did.
Perhaps another of your soul twins has done the same. One day you may find yourself at the mercy of someone stronger.
As interesting as this conversation, perhaps. Yet what will you offer me if I let you go? Lies!
I mean you no harm. Okay, looks like going that route doesn't spare me from just attacking, so... Could I survive? Yeah, I'm not winning that. So, unless I bolstered my might somehow, doesn't look like I could actually follow through with that. The resolve option is the correct
Sure.
one.
You again. I could still kill. Was that the rodent's name? While he lived, I can never be strong. Since eventually I noticed something. I don't wait. I kill. At last, only a handful of us were left. Nor is it. I eventually hunted down some of my missing siblings, remaining fed. As interesting as this conversation has been, perhaps. Yet, what will you offer me if I let you go?
The resolve option is the correct one.
Lies! You would make me vulnerable.
Alright, let's see. What do I need to do to up my resolve then, character? Actually, I wouldn't have to do much. I'd only need a +2. Okay. Let's do that then. Resolve of 17. Let's try it. Okay, now, what do I have that can bolster my resolve? Let's see, I'm getting a... Let's see, what am I getting from... Alright, +2 from Cyril's ring. Okay, so that's the max I can get from that. Do I have any food that'll allow me to bolster that? Although I suppose... Actually, I'm pretty sure one of the rests up here will give me resolve, right? Perception, lore... Dex, mechanics, might, stealth, survival, constitution, and athletics. Actually, better idea. Well, resolve option is the correct one. The problem is I'm already getting a +2 from items. So, if there's a way to get a +2 to resolve from resting, that might be the way to get it. Because I don't think I'm going to beat the +2 from Cyril's ring. It doesn't look like I can stack bonuses like that. Gives me intellect and perception. Alright, let's see what kind of consumables I have that could work. Spirit shield. Alright, the traps won't have it. Let's do stealth, burn damage. Looks like the only thing in here will affect con. Athletics, survival. Okay. I think my best option then is to double back here to see if I can build up my resolve in another manner. So the idea now... Resolve 17. Problem is, I don't think there's anything at Cad Nua that will allow me to earn that resolve. I'm already getting a +2 from the ring. Can't get that any higher. That seems to be the rule when it comes to items. You can't stack them. So, given that... what would be the right call? Actually, who did I need to go about the... Here it is. The thermal pearl you saw was really a Laguthoth egg. The little creature sticks its head out of your pack and looks at Tealdor with bulging blue eyes. His jaw flaps silently for a few seconds. I've never seen one so small, but the little fellow looks downright tame. He scratches his head. How about I buy it from you? The performers that pass through would take an interest in something like this. He bends down to look at the squirming Logofoth. Don't do it. Nah, I'm keeping him. Whatever you say, just watch your fingers when he gets big. Still looking for someone to take care of those dangerous folk roaming the area, if you're up for it. The Cleaning Society is no more. Plenty of folk will be happy to hear it. Last thing we need out here is another big war. Take this. He gives you a bag of coin.
Hey there.
There we go. That's taken care of. Alright, let's see if I can get a resolve bonus from resting here. Let's see.
Sure.
Back to warm your hands, eh?
And of course, now that I've flooded this with junk, I'm gonna regret trying to find anything in here. So, let's do perception, damage reduction, endurance. Can't get any resolve from resting here. Dang it. Huh. I don't think I can have a resolve bonus from... Oh, that's not good. So... maybe I should have bolstered my... Maybe I should have put more to resolve instead of might then. Nothing... There's nothing hurting that.
Hey there.
What's the right call? Well, I guess I could use the excuse to go back. Well, I guess in the meantime, while I figured out how I want to proceed with that, that quest isn't going anywhere. So I may as well double back to the Deerwood and take care of business there. Actually, this would be the closest.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
Alright, so I'll head back to the Deerwood. What would make sense to stop by first? Take less time to go to those Rulong? May as well go here first then. May as well check this out first. It's not like I intend to get into any combat with the locals. I was very careful to avoid combat with the locals for that reason. Now, let's make sure to stay along the outskirts. I do not want to fight. Alright. It's a bit out of the way to try and do what I'm doing. But with any luck, this will work and I won't have to go to the one that I found in the other Inquithan ruins. Well, I guess stumbled upon would probably be more accurate, honestly. Alright, I think if I'm not mistaken, I apparently missed something. Actually, wait, no, I remember that being bugged out. I tried to pick that up, whatever it is, and it just won't let me. So, we'll double back down this way. Doesn't look like there's any, well, and while we wait, I may as well look through my priest spells to see if there's anything useful I can glean from them. I'm really wishing I'd put more resolve into my character now, but
If it makes you rest easier.
Hey there.
Why was Durance the only one selected? Oh, probably because I was looking through these. And don't mind me as I look at other stuff. Let's see. Alright, let's take a look over here now. Oh, everybody goes. Oh, that's interesting. The S-Talk seems to hum as it nears the Engwithan machine. Something arcs between the steel blade and the ultra core of the ancient device. The voices in the S-Talk grow quieter, and the weapon feels more powerful. New writing appears along the blade. Find the sun-kissed hillocks where the dead folk sleep. Rest beside their wasting flesh. Inspect what dreams you reap. Find the sun-kissed hillocks where the dead folk sleep. What's that supposed to mean? Rest beneath their wasting flesh. Inspect what dreams you reap. Find the sun-kissed hillocks. Actually, oh, it's actually, huh. So it was possible to go to the original machine as well in order to resolve this? Huh. I figured that both would work. Alright. There we go. Now back out the way we came. So, what could possibly be the issue for this one? What could be the issue? Okay. So, given the clue that was given, what makes the most sense? Let's take a look again. Find the sun-kissed hillocks where the dead folk sleep. Sun-kissed hillocks? What's meant by that part? Sun-kissed hillocks. I mean, they say the dead folk sleep, and my immediate thoughts turn to Gilded Vale. Well, at least that's my immediate thought. Actually, now that I think of it, did I ever go to the Shearing Falls? I don't think I ever went there. Did I? Okay, I'm gonna find out real quick. I know, pretty sure I got the autosave, but did I ever go here? Huh. Why did I never go here? Hello! Young Drakes! I didn't expect to find Drakes out here.
Hey there.
Shearing Falls, huh? I love how Ichimak running into them jibbed him. How did I never come over here?
Sure.
Oh jeez, adult drakes! Or at least one adult drake. Okay. Wait, what are Zorips doing here? Yeah, I guess they follow pretty I guess that makes some degree of sense. They follow in the wake of a lot of creatures. Burn and die! Gotta love being a high-level mage. Gotta love being a high-level mage. Just what I need, though. More Zorip crap to clean up. Actually, now that I think of it, I never did resolve Sagani's quest, did I? I wonder if this might have what I'm looking for. Because part of the reason I've been having Sagani just permanently with me is because I have no idea where her quest will require me to go. Oh, is that somebody there? No, just Zorips. Fire!
Let's burn this away!
Sure. Hey there.
Huh. Drakes and flame blights. Wonder what the correlation there is. I'm about to die.
Come on, not like this! There's a lesson to be learned!
There we go. But I'm absolutely gonna have to rest after this one.
You're not
Come on, die please. Also, Zorips worship dragons, so there's that.
Hey there.
I've seen. I mean, that explains. Well, I guess I was just initially surprised because I'm thinking in terms of game mechanics instead of lore. I think that was the difference in my mind. Is that I'm thinking, wait, Zorips, why would you throw such weak enemies when we've got Drakes? But I need to remember, hang on, there were Zorips outside the Adra dragon.
You cannot venture forth.
Yeah, I know. Let me kill this. Adair, knock him over. You knock him over too. Kaboom.
Sure.
Earlwood a bluff. I wonder if that's where I need to go for Zagani's quest. Oh, that's cute. Somebody wants to mess with Durance. Get up the staff and burn him.
Hey
that was
there.
easy enough. Very simple.
Sure.
Oh great, a cave. There's probably a literal dragon in there, isn't there?
That's...
Oh man, how many times am I gonna run into dragons and then just run away screaming? Good lord, and I thought dragons in Baldur's Gate and Icewind Dale were tough, but the ones that are in this game are just on another level! Couple Zorip High Priests, not even worth the effort. Yeah, if anyone other than Itumok had taken damage from that, I would have been offended at myself. Okay, what's in the cave? If there's a literal dragon in there. Calm down, there's no dragons here, just a powerful drake. That's bad enough! Look, this is twice now that I've attempted to fight a dragon and it ended badly. Oh, this is...
A temple to Margaret if there ever was one. That sulfur odor. That's how you know she's excited.
A whistling in the reeds. What's this? In the Exomotal Plains, Zoshin Lake is renowned for the beautiful flowers that grow along its banks for several weeks each spring. Local farmers harvest the flowers for a spring festival in all the nearby villages. In the past 3 years, 4 people have gone missing during the flower collections. No one has seen the abductions take place, but people in the area have reported hearing a high-pitched whistle from within the tall reeds. When the abductees are discovered days later on the shore of the lake, they appear to be happy and smiling, but unaware of the world around them. The blissful victims never recover from this state, most dying within a few weeks. The philosophers of the monastery near Zoshin Lake have advised local rulers to seek outside help with the problem. I don't plan on adding Pelagina to the party anytime soon. You go deal with it. Rippling waves of heat rise. I'd forgotten about this quest. Actually, Durance, you step back and just focus on shooting. And you should probably deal with these guys too. There we go. Now take out the skirmisher. Knock him over. Actually, I know how to clear the room. Wha-bam!
I'll teach you a lesson. That's it.
Take that, suckers. I've been wondering where this cave is. Oh good, camping supplies to replenish the ones I spent. Excellent. Another fire blight. Well, flame blight, but hair splitting at this point. I'm trying to remember what this spell does. Oh yeah. Ichimonk, get in there.
Here's a lesson.
You're not getting through me.
Hey there, we need more room. Give him a good whack. Yeah, that's better. Get him. I'm taking a lot of hits. Durance, some health, please. Oh, a greater flame blight. This is gonna hurt. I just heard a level up ring. Oh, nice! Adair and me. Excellent. Rippling waves of heat. Alrighty. Let's see. Let's put more into survival. Alright, what have we got? Autumn's Decay. Oh, wait. Is this the... Oh, wait. This is allowing me to choose something that I can use on every combat. It seems like that amount of damage reduction falls off too much. Yeah, both of those are will hit friend and foe alike. Small blights. Remember how good Firebrand is. Honestly, Firebrand has done quite a lot for me whenever I've cast it, so... As another... Because honestly, what I've been doing is that if I really need help, what I've been doing is after the shape Spirit Shift form is over, I've been switching to Firebrand if I need more melee damage. So that should be fine.
Sure.
Alright, what else is down in here? Wait, Zorb champions that aren't... That's a big drake. The drake cocks its enormous head looking at you. It issues a stream of words directly into your mind. Glowing, burning, spark. You, human thing, you come to take my spark, yes? What's the spark? The drake coils its body protectively around something. Spark is an ember. Warm, glowing, beautiful. It turns its head to look at you out of one slit pupil. One day I will become a burning thing, bright and terrible like my spark. I promise I didn't come to take your spark. Liar! The drake roars. You come to steal it with your cold, dirty paws. Well, I guess I'm fighting you anyway, so, that's unlucky. Wait, I have level 6s now? Ooh. Sunlance. Ooh. That's actually pretty useful. What? Well, let's go with my usual nonsense. See if it works. Alright, let's see what sticks.
Hey there.
Unfortunately, I'm probably grossly over-leveled for this fight. Hey, why is the text on Durance so small? I'm very confused by that. If you're that close range, man, so we'll have some fun with it.
Ready.
Okay, that wasn't so bad. Wait, what's immune? Wait, is it about to cast a fireball spell? Oh, just a single target fire hit. That's manageable. Alright, I guess I didn't have reason to panic after all. Yeah, it's fun to panic anyway sometimes. Oh, I forgot to level up Adair, too. On the ground where the dragon had curled around it, you find a stone that glows a brilliant orange. It is cool to the touch when you reach to retrieve it. Durance catches a glimpse of it, and his eyes bulge out of their sockets. He scowls, his mouth puckered as though having tasted poison, and he spits on the stony ground. A whore's cruel jest! The bitch has always known where to sink her claws to get a rise out of me. What do you mean? This stone you carry. This is part of the bomb that destroyed Aothis, the God Hammer. What's it doing here? One wonders. The bomb blew big, but it would not have sent fragments this far from the Citadel. The Drake must have carried it quite a distance, or Magran merely put it here herself. You seem angry. For the first time, Durance seems to become aware of his demeanor, and as quickly as it had flared, it seems to recede, until you start to question whether he had been angry at all. No, it is not anger, you see. I am merely the victim of a divine practical joke, it seems. That will remain between she and I, Watcher, for only I am able to appreciate it. Tell me about the God Hammer. Ask me on the road, Watcher. I'm in no mood for it with the whore's bitter perfume still clogging my senses. Is it worth anything? Ha! Ask Aothis. If you mean in terms of copper, there was a time when it might have been. But the market soon became flooded with pieces of the God Hammer, most of them no more than the trivial enchantments of swindlers dabbling in wizardry. Counterfeit. As there has never been a reliable way to judge a fragment's authenticity, and the would-be judges are often watchers, questionable as the artifacts themselves, their value has plummeted considerably. Ask any shopkeeper if he's interested and he'll try to sell you his fragments instead. Let's bring it back to Firga. You catch Durin scowling once more out of the corner of your eye, but he says nothing else.
Sure.
Anything else worth grabbing in here? Ooh, Cloak of Protection. Not bad.
You can do better, Alos!
I suck.
Yeah.
Of course, the one last thing that I'm checking is freaking trapped. Okay, Adair, what can you do? Yeah, let's keep it for athletics. All right. One per encounter, extra defense? Since you're the tank, that should be useful, actually. What else do you have? Unbending. Depending on the strength of the attack, that could be useful, but I feel that having the defense to withstand the attack is more important. Also, Waloth has new skills to offer? Yep, I would assume so. Alright. Athletics. Alright, what have you got? What's Frenzy do? Sends the Barbarian into a frenzied state, granting a might, constitution, and attack speed bonus, but causing a deflection penalty against incoming attacks. Oh, that's why you said Blast Cannon ahoy. Yeah, makes sense. +4 might, +4 constitution. -10 deflection. Health and endurance concealed for a short time. That might be more useful, actually, because I feel that adding extra mind and constitution might be helpful, but at the same time, I feel that being able to circumvent a rather pernicious deflection bonus, since that we don't have a lot of other ways to get rid of deflection that don't involve magic, I feel like that'll be more useful for this party. Aloth. I really need to find or get another rogue. Ooh, yep, at level 6s. Alright, so I can get 2 of these. Middletta's precisely piercing burst, huh? It's a foe AoE. Creates a burst of deadly force around the caster, causing any enemy in the vicinity to take pierce damage, bypassing their damage reduction. Ooh, that's useful. Okay, so for enemies around him, that's situational enough to be worthwhile. What's Chain Lightning work like? Oh, another AoE blast. I've got pretty good. Let's see. What's Death Ring? Actually destroying this. Freezing Pillar. Pretty wide radius, actually. These are the Atragon. Probably away petrified for 8 seconds. Well, that I'm definitely going with. Capricious Hex. Let's go with Chain Lightning. Oh, I can take one of these now. What have we got? So, so this world's version of Agnazer's Scorcher. Flame on anyone in its path. I've got enough AoE problems just trying to manage my druid. That could be useful, actually, just as a single target. Let's see. How powerful is Necrotic? Although, yeah, I don't normally use this spell. What's the range? 5 meters. Yeah, I'm okay with this. Sagani. Let's give you a little more to stealth, just for fun. Now, what have you got? Swift aim. Ranger goes into a speedy and fluid offensive rhythm. Hmm. That could be useful, actually. Wait, Dad, what's this? Hmm. I feel like this actually reviving the companion. Let's go with that. Alright, there we go. Let's go ahead and make our way out. I did not expect things to transpire this manner, but you know what? Let's go check out the bluffs as well. Maybe we can resolve Sagani's quest at long last. Then I've got an excuse to swap her out for someone else. Wait, I missed something? Or is this another... Ah, it looks bugged. Pearlwood Bluff. Let's see what's over this way. Although knowing our luck, this will lead us on another wild goose chase. Wouldn't be the worst thing, I suppose. This whole area has been a wild goose chase. Yep, I had a feeling this would relate to Sagani.
Do these look like the cliffs from your vision?
It's like a large area. Let's explore it thoroughly. In the bay below, waves roll toward Defiance Bay. Alright, let's be thorough in our Oh look, Zorans. Who could have possibly seen this coming? Aloth! Lo, how the fireball calleth. Not because we need to, but because we want to. Because it'll be fun. Actually, let's use this to try out the Sun Lance. Assuming this creature even lives to tell the tale. Oh, it's that spell! Oh, I'm gonna enjoy this. Wait, Sagani's still equipping the axe? Ah, great. And then we triggered a Forest Lurker. What are you doing, buddy? What are you two doing? Get over there. Go fight.
I'll teach you a lesson!
Oh yeah, how do you like that damage? Why does it sound like... Am I the only one that thinks Maneha sounds like she's braying like a sheep?
Yeah?
Whenever she attacks? Soon you will be ready to become the Dragon Slayer? Oh, I hope so, chat.
Sure.
Well, I'm at least a Drake Slayer, but whatever good that is. Oh look, Drakes! Speak of the devils. Oh geez, that's a lot of enemies, actually. Oh geez, that's a lot of enemies. Big gun, big gun. Big gun.
Yeah?
Let's try this chain lightning spell out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you're being a problem. Knock it over. Oh geez, I'm taking hits.
I'll teach you a lesson!
I better.
Lavaru beyond seek.
There we go. That's better. Our enemy has been dealt with.
Sure.
Oh, that's a good sign. Dead adventurer. Big below waves roll toward front space.
Hey there.
Is it possible to talk towards Sagani?
Ready, Watcher.
Heh, no, it's not.
Hey there.
Wonder what I'm looking for out here then. So what am I looking for? Wind blights. That's random. Huh. Lightning actually affected him. Neat. Excellent.
Yeah? Hey there.
Hello, precious. As you reach the edge of the bluff, you recognize the exact location from your vision of Persok. He was not here long ago. Sagani stands alert, the Audra statue in one hand while she scans the cliff. You close your eyes, feeling the ether from some trace of Persok's presence. The darkness behind your eyelids takes shape. You feel Persok running through the forest this time, hurtling and dashing around rocks and trees. The scenery whizzes by too fast. You can't make out the details between the blurred greenery. Something looms out of the tree ahead of you. Persok finally stops in front of an Audra arch. Let's inspect it. The soil is soft and moist, and river reeds grow around you. It must be close to a body of fresh water. You remember hearing about this place. Supposedly there's a row of Audra pillars nearby. You recognize a natural Audra arch made of Audra. They got something like that out in Air Glanfath, across the water from Twin Elms. I know where to look next for Persok.
Then I'll follow. In these visions, I don't suppose you're getting a sense for who Persok is now.
Someone who appreciates the scenery. Nothing against these stuffy forests, but you haven't seen the southern lights over Nasitak.
At least we're getting closer. Seems like we've made more progress together than I've made in a year.
What are you hoping for?
Someone who'll give us soft beds and a hot meal when this is over. I talked to everyone in Masuk before I left. I heard that he was a strong leader, a dependable builder, a caring grandfather, a wise elder, a generous neighbor, a cunning negotiator.
She shrugs. Might as well be one of those impossibly perfect heroes from the Adir epics. People remember the things about him that matter most to them.
The odd thing is, many in Masuk weren't much older than me when Persok passed. And yet everyone wanted to make sure he heard about something in particular. Our trade with the Amawa, our successful hunts, peace with neighboring villages.
She kicks another pebble over the edge. Itamak follows its arc, his ears forward. Persok accomplished a lot that affected all of Masuk.
It just seems odd that so few of us remember him beyond the things he did for the village. Most of his family members, the ones who knew him, are in their twilight years now. And Persok was too busy to spend much time with his younger relatives.
Perhaps this is less about him and more about helping your village move on.
Perhaps you're right.
Her brow creases, but the black paint obscures the look in her eyes.
Anyway, what about this Theos character you're searching for? Seems like he was someone important to you.
He was someone I trusted.
What do you remember about him?
Oh, he was someone I trusted.
Not a lot to go on, huh? Hopefully you can pick up a few more clues about him while we're running around.
Enough chatter for me, or Persok will find himself a new body before we even get to this one. Let's go.
Hey there.
The Twin Elms, huh? Let me guess. Okay,
Sure.
That's not kicking in until Act 3 then. Oh, what's this? A lively breeze ruffles your clothing as you approach the edge of the bluff. A cave mouth yawns from the cliff face. It's only a dozen feet below your position, but the weathered rock is too smooth to scale. A rock perches near the precipice. It feels like a sturdy anchor. Now I'm curious. You fasten your rope to the rock and descend. Suddenly, a strong gust of wind whips along from the bay. You struggle to hold onto the rope as the breeze tosses you around. The wind picks up and knocks Aloth into the wall. Aloth loses hold of the rope and begins to plummet. Without hesitation, Sagani reaches out and grabs Aloth. The weight wrenches Sagani's shoulders, but saves Aloth from certain death. The moments later, the gale subsides and you make your way to the mouth of the cave. Dang it, Aloth, why is it always you that's falling? Get up, lad! Alright, what's in here? Vessels? That's random. Let's try the chain lightning spell out. I didn't get a good look at it last time. Oh, that's why. It doesn't have a big fancy status effect, but you know what? That's still effective, so I'll take it. I just realized I'm taking a lot of damage. Let's zap him a little.
Leave it to me.
Yeah. There we go. Alright. I wish I could hold myself back now, but the problem is I've got freaking... this cursed freaking blade that I need to figure the heck out. Ring of the Silonan. Only usable by wizards. A couple extra first level and third level spell uses. Well, that's useful. Aloth, take. Let's see, what's worth giving up? This one, intellect. Yeah, that doesn't do you any good given that you only get the highest benefit from one of your items, so there we go. So, does that affect memorization or a cast number? I'm assuming cast number, right? Where's that? Oh yes, that is the number of spells that can be cast. Okay, that'll prove useful. Actually, wait.
Easy does it.
Just in case it matters. Oh yeah, there's a lot to check out, isn't there? Yep, doesn't look like there's anything important. Alright, let's get out of here. Alright, not exactly how I expected to end the stream, but that probably is where I should call it. So I guess then what we'll do is we'll go ahead and we'll end the stream by setting our starting position for the next one.
Yeah?
So to that end, actually, there are a couple of things I probably should resolve as well. Anything in this direction? Yeah, it doesn't look it. So, is it worth stopping by First Fires in order to... You know what? I'm passing through. I may as well go resolve that quest real quick while I'm in the neighborhood. It's not like I intend to pursue Act 2 anyway. Well, pursue any more of the main story until the White March is resolved. But while I am on my way to Cad Nua, surprised there wasn't someone that wanted to kill me. Seems like every time I step out here, there's someone from either the Leaden Key or House Dominel that wants to murder me.
Good day, stranger.
I journeyed to Shearing Falls myself. This is what I found there. Actually, let's ask this first. Yes, and of the cave and something within. Some small bright ember of faith guarded by a terrible danger. I journeyed to Shearing Falls myself. This is what I found there. By the flame. Do you know what this is? It's a fragment of the Godhammer bomb. Yes, the very weapon that Margaret herself helped us build to defeat Widewind in the Saints' War. She turned the stone in her hand, gazing into its bright glow. It's weird seeing it right in front of you like that. Before it was just stories. Never seemed real. Yet her mouth twists into a frown, and the orange light carves deep shadows across her face. So why don't I feel any differently? What good does it do? Her knuckles whiten as she tightens her fingers around the stone. How do I answer this? Do I go full Kreia, or do I attempt to comfort? Let's try this path. Transformation through trial. It isn't an easy answer, but I would expect no less from my goddess. Oh dear, this woman hasn't been tried at all. Would that we were alone. I would take it upon myself to instill real transformation. As she looks at the statue, a flame springs from its raised hand. One of the things I have always loved about Magrin is her affinity for fire, how it grows and spreads. You feel the warmth from the fire rippling across the room. You've given me what I need. I'll make sure to give the people at Defiance Bay the support they need. Now let me give you something else you need. Now let me give you something you might need. She disappears, returning quickly with something in her hands. A weapon worthy of the goddess herself. Please accept it as thanks for your service to Magrin, and to me. What is this weapon? Ooh, flail. High accuracy. Ooh, extra burn damage.
Hey there.
Neat. Actually, I'm curious. What happens if I resolve it in a different manner? Because honestly... I wonder how different the resolution is, because I feel that for the sake of stability in Defiance Bay, which would be in my best interest to ensure that I'm on good terms with the Duke. Was it a test? Or just evidence of what Magrin already knew? I think I suspected, but I kept hoping for a different answer. Everyone's trial comes. There is no avoiding it. To avoid it is to fail it. Her weakness shows plain as the relic's glow. She may have worn the robes of Magrin, but she never followed her. Lost in the darkness, this one. Do not forget what it looks like. This is the true burden of faith. Not a goddess's challenge, but her absence. Her silence. Or the answer that reveals your own hollow conviction. It will take weeks still to appoint a suitable successor. In the meantime, I'll serve the people as best I can. I'm no longer fit to wield this, but perhaps it can serve you. Besides, I do owe you some thanks for the service you've performed. What's better, to be honest about... What's better, honesty or stability in this case? Oh. I feel like I'd stand a better shot at dealing with the leaden key if there's a degree more stability from the Shrines of Magrin. Although trying to prop it up if it's not really there could have worse problems later down the line. Wonder what this answer will give. It's not an answer, but it has meaning.
Yeah?
You know what? That's probably the best way I can handle it, because that's probably... Let's see. Yeah, I suppose that's probably the best I can give while still being truthful, in a manner of speaking. So, given that, yes, that's the resolution there. That should grant a degree of stability now. Actually, let me check the dialogue to make sure that it did have the desired effect. It looks like it did, but... Yep. The flame springs up again. Excellent. Okay, that should help. Now, to that end... Actually, let's check the inns here, see if I can get anything special from either Copper Lane or Brackenbury, because if I can get some resolve from either location... Although, actually, I wonder if there's any way to bolster my resolve. Okay, Cadnua does have a way of bolstering it, looking at this. It looks like I need, what is it, the chapel, I think is what it says? Wait, is there a chapel? Or am I looking at a different game? Oh, yep, chapel. Okay, I can head to Cadnua then. Okay, cool. That is how I resolve that quest. Wait, what am I doing running over to that one? I can just go here then. I am intelligent! Alright, Cadnua. We stop by here. Take our rest. Let's see, we've already earned in what we need for the quest. Well, for that bounty in the White Marsh, so we're good there. Actually, given that, I think a good stopping point...
Amazing. You could fit a whole village in here.
Alright, so if we're bringing Haravias with us, who should we leave behind? Durance as a healer is really useful. Not been impressed with Maneha yet, but she is a White March companion, so I'll keep her around a little bit longer. I suppose I could dismiss Adair, but I do like his commentary. Although, Haravias and my druid do technically have a couple of healing spells, but it's not nearly as potent, and they've been way too useful lately.
Farewell.
Yeah, we'll just bring Haravias for the moment. Although it's I kind of want to see these two interact, but I'll save that for another time. Now.
Yeah?
Alright, Haravias. And let's give you more corrode damage. That should be fine. Next level. Increase your survival. Actually, if Insect Swarm is a foe AoE, let's go with that. Alright, now we rest. So, +3 resolve. Sensors rejoice in his gratitude. Nice. Alright, back to the White March. So if I head to Longwatch Falls, I should be able to resolve the matter with the dragon now that I've bolstered my resolve. And then we can start the next session by going in the opposite direction. Alright, let me just make sure that it applied the way I expected. Yes, I now have a resolve of 18. That should be enough for my purposes.
Yeah?
Alright, let's try this again.
Sure.
You again. I could still kill you. Was that the rodent? While he lived, I can never be. Since eventually I noticed I don't wait. At last, only a nor I eventually hunted down remaining. As interesting as this conversation has been, I've had enough of it. Perhaps. Yet what will you offer me if I let... Lies! You would make me vulnerable. How foolish I was to nearly fall for your tricks.
Listen to my voice and know that I tell the truth. I will help you. The spines along its back relax, and it lowers its outstretched wings.
Very well. But I warn you.
The dragon narrows its eyes to watch your approach. As you draw close, you feel the shape of the dragon's soul. Something about it seems broken, and you feel a place that leaks essence like blood. Gathering the energy of your own essence, you extend yourself to the wound in the dragon's soul and cauterize it. The beast roars, and distantly you worry that it will bring the cave down on your head, if it doesn't bite you in two first. But you hold on, and as the wound in the dragon's essence fuses shut, you hear its shriek reside. At last you pull back and feel the physical world take shape around you once more.
I feel it. Some part of me aches, yet another part is healed. I no longer feel the tug of so many others.
It cocks its head and gazes at the icy walls in contemplation.
You have done as you said. Now, take this and consider the debt paid.
It pulls something from the heap of bones and debris.
I won't harm you or those who travel with you, but I make no promises for any others who wander into my cave. Now, please, leave me to rest.
Fine by me. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, that was resolved. After several more abductions took place at Zochin Lake, Palagina discovered that a previously unknown beast was behind the attacks. A strange ruby-red beetle would grab the locals and feed on their worst memories. Though victims would initially fight back, they would quickly enter a blissful state and drop their resistance. Unfortunately, the beast beetle would eventually devour all of their memories, leaving their minds vacant and broken off from the world. Palagina was able to track the beetle to its nest and kill it. The locals were relieved to hear the beetle had been killed, but dismayed to learn that hatched eggs were discovered in the nest. As a parting gift, a philosopher from Zoshin Monastery created a wand for Palagina from one of the beautiful red reeds that grows along the lake. Interesting.
Yeah?
Alright, just out of curiosity, what else is around here? Looks like there's nothing more to this cave, so it looks like we are officially done with this quest. And it looks like Durance can finally level up too. That's nice. So, let's go ahead and see to that, set our starting position for the next stream, and call it a night. Alright, Durance. What am I
With the
doing?
cat's nose, how is it you failed to notice your rotten stench?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, come on, I need to hear the other part of this.
Failed to notice? Hardly. I put work into smelling this way.
I should have expected.
I never know what sort of game is downwind. I need to smell like part of nature, not an interloper.
Yeah, you tell yourself that. Or increase. Now, what can I put for you? Actually, that's a pretty large area of effect. AoE duration 25 seconds. 11 endurance, so that's around 10 endurance per second. That's not bad, actually. You know what? As a level 2 that I can just cast freely, that's useful. We'll go with it. Alrighty then, it would seem that is all until I'm ready to go elsewhere. So, we'll go ahead and set our starting point. So I guess if I move over here, I should be able to just move in either direction given what I unlocked earlier. Alright then, given that. Yep, I'll be able to go to Durgan's Battery or Russet Wood. Excellent. So, that will be where we call it for tonight. What are we on now? Okay, cool. So, I guess next week then, we will see what lies in the forest to the west. We'll see how far we get along Durgan's battery itself, and then see how things turn out outside of that. So, thank you all for watching, and I will see you this time next week.